So he gets to have it last pick. It was not banned. All Blink Daggers with it as well. The instant damage on the Arcane Curse. We haven't seen too many teams playing it, but I think he's worth picking up.
I wonder if we'll start to see more of him as the...
Oh, they're bringing down Beast.
Yeah, he's sitting very low, and it's going to be Fishman who gets the first blood. Seeing the power. Mango, he's got a clarity. Just going to keep seeing these Stormhammers, I have a feeling, just trying to harass as much as possible. Bottom lane, we do land a hook onto Miposhka. Just going to run him down.
That's 2 kills right now. The kills over for Pudge early game, playing without anything.
They like hard mode, you know? It's like people who play Dark Souls. They like a challenge.
It's true.
And the bullying on Miposhka. Look at Pierre, he's looking for a hook. But he's gonna just turn his attention back, and the Sunstrike comes in! Boop! There goes Miposhka. Now Collapse! Taking a decent amount of damage from Pierre and Fishman.
Wave gonna pull it down.
Have to be a little careful. We'll pop the War Cry. A little bit of armor. Gonna shuffle that courier out of the way too, is now Mira. Stormhammer gets thrown out with the Sunstrike. But
missing.
Not enough damage here as Toby chases, but Katro going to fight back, and Katro has to be careful. He might have, no, he's going to barely survive that on 24 HP.
Yeah, the creeps coming in and tanking so much of it.
He's got an Impale ready. He's looking for it. It's going to land over onto Toby. Couple more hits should do the trick. There it is.
More though on top lane that the Lifesteer should be taking over. Bottom, Beastmaster in trouble.
Collapse. He is very dead. Fishman not looking too healthy though because they do have the Centaur creep, so we'll get a trade in that.
He's played it quite well though. He got some experience from that Sunstrike kill earlier as well, so he can get experience from outside of the lane. Bottom. Oh, blocks
Bottom, top lane to Kataomi. Forced to use that War Cry to try to run away. Mid lane, they use the Rolling Thunder over onto Stormers. Miposhka is here. They've got the Alpha Wolf to try to do enough damage, and by God, they have it. As Pure makes his rotation here to the mid lane, only sitting at level 5, though.
And Visage gets brought down top, possibly Mira with a bit of body blocks should be doing it.
Everything, just all hell's breaking loose right now.
Yeah, at the start of that, there was also a really hype thing happening bottom where Collapse was running.
Perhaps, or where Kataomi is. Do ping it out. Poshka getting harassed yet again by Fishman.
Yeah, room control. Both teams bringing 6 heroes to the mid lane.
Front Tokyo though seeing an opening. The Stormhammer from Kataomi coming in. They'll follow up with the Sunstrike. We'll try to stand off on the distance here. The Warcry over onto Kataomi, trying to give him a little bit more survivability. The Force Spirit off to the side. You have in the bottom lane, it sounds like Pure was using that Dismember, but not quite enough damage. Fishman joins back in. Pure sitting so low. This creep. Look at this creep go. It's trying to get the final hit on Pure. Over in the corner, though, Collapse also sitting so low. Ends up being the one to fall. Over in the mid lane, Stormer getting jumped on. The Rolling Thunder coming in hot yet again. They will end up losing Stormer. Pushka sitting so low. Kataomi making this rotation, throws out the Stormhammer.
Feeling pretty good now. Top, we see a bit of an aggressive move here. Lifesteal wants to dive tower.
He's going for the dive, and they land the Stormhammer. Follow up. In comes Pure, though. He's looking to see what he can do. Grabs a hold of Yatra, and they just need to burst him down a little bit. No, the silence comes into play. The chasing after Yatra. There's the clicks. They'll ensure that they get the kill. So where's the priority move right now? It feels like a lot of people are moving to defend this top tower. As they make their own, or if they see Mira, they see Yatra, they'd love to get another kill. Birds will land over onto Mira. Spike Carapace coming into play, but at the same time, not really gonna matter. Yatra not gonna get hit with that Sunstrike. There's the Dismember going right in. They'll stun lock into place. Toronto Tokyo jumping in, looking to see if he can finish off Toby. Perhaps he does have some walls to bounce off of. Fishman needs to be careful with his positioning. They're just hitting into Toby non-stop, but the hook coming out from Pure, dragging him right back. They have these birds. They're going to be able to go with the stun, and they'll finally kill Toronto Tokyo. Too predictable. So it's interesting to see, you know, what he's been able to cook up in some of these more interesting wards that come into play. Sword Stormer, though, Mira creeping forward.
Yeah, they have the Hawk on him at the same time.
They've got the vision. They drop the sentry, drop the Sunstrike, and the Spike Carapace buys a little bit of time, but it's still going to be a kill for Stormstormer.
Toby game rolled down on mid lane.
Yeah, the Rolling Thunder coming through. The rest of the team is rejoining though. Global Silence coming into play. Another big Storm Hammer coming out from Kataomi. The nukes come out, and that's another kill. This time going...
And especially in this game, there's not really that much magic damage coming out from Team Spirit. If they were more magic damage team, oh, the hook from Smoke.
Yeah, there it is, the drag on Miposhka, and that's a dead Enchantress. Good pick off.
Stormstormer could be trouble. He's under a ward.
Yeah, Mira creeping forward, opens with the Impale. There's going to be the Global Silence, but they do have plenty of damage here. As he throws out the Tornado, he's not going to be able to escape it. Follow up with a nice curse on top of it over the back lines. Again, Pure finding Miposhka, but Toronto Tokyo rolling on through. We'll be able to keep Miposhka alive a little bit longer. Kataomi coming forward does throw out the Stormhammer, but now Pure, he is not looking like he's going to be able to survive the onslaught coming out from Team Spirit as they'll jump out from that Infest Bomb and they'll finish off Toby.
Smoke coming out from Team Spirit.
Again, they have this vision with the Hawk, with the Boar. So you can see Pure over here. He's looking like a pretty big target. Wild Wing opening up the roll forward from Toronto Tokyo. Pure taking a lot of damage. Again, that Global Silence coming into play. As Toronto Tokyo just going to roll back a little bit. They use the Spike Carapace, and they're going to see if they can finish up Port. They need just a little bit more. Yes, they'll be able to get the kill, but they'll end up losing Mira.
Yeah, they'll happily.
Yeah, you can see Stormstormer. He just backs off. It's a little too late, although they are smoked up on the two supports. If they decide to get very aggressive, might be able to get a pick-off back. They see Toronto Tokyo. Try to casual Stormhammer into that hook. And that's a pretty nice pick-off for the side of Entity or so. So he's feeling pretty confident. Do see movement coming out from the side of Entity. They're smoked up. Mira will pop the smoke and go. Get the dust down, follow up with that Tornado, and Pure just wandering on through. Got all the memes about, you know, Abed playing Storm. Zayats is now the, wake up Zayats, it's time to play your Nyx Assassin. But yeah, look at this, they creep. Look how fast they're moving away. They show themselves, there's the Infest Bomb, immediately jumping over onto Fishman. Fishman, he just doesn't have much for items just yet, so he is going to fall. And they use the Rolling Thunder over onto Kataomi. Toronto Tokyo very far away from the rest of his team. That needs to be a little bit careful because they're going to try to follow up, use the Sunstrike. The bounce back, though, using the Lotus will ensure they get the kill on Kataomi. And now Toby, he has been left behind, is going to try to buy himself a little bit more time by turning himself into that stone form, but they're just waiting so patiently for Toby. And they'll finish him off.
They're a little bit more fight ready, but for me, I think it's gonna need like Blink plus maybe Plate Mail, or he's queuing up the Kai Assange right now. Could be a big item too.
Alright, well they're smoked up on the side of Team Spirit. Wandering over towards the top, there is Pure nearby. Yeah, look at this. They look at Storm, but they're gonna open up the jump onto Pure instantly as all the team comes in. They even get the roar off, so that's just a dead...
They are gonna bring down the Dominator creep top, so 253 gold for Pure. As he used this dismember.
Ooh. Oh, nice use of the birds. As they'll get...
Here comes the move though. Team Spirit coming in with the Nyx. On touch.
Creeping, again, opening with that Spike Carapace. That silence coming out. It's Pure. Gets off the Dismember. The rest of the team standing nearby. The roar comes out. The follow-up. Can they finish up Pure in time, though, is the question. A little bit more damage getting dropped. Yes, they'll be able to take him out, but then Storm finishing up over onto Yatoro. They'll buy back on Pudge. Poshka just chain gunning from such a far distance. We'll be able to finish off Toby as now Kataomi seeing if he can catch anyone here.
Oh, he has Gem on Enchantress would be a big
managed to
kill.
go and they managed to go find Miposhka. He's popped the sprites, trying to stay alive, but there's a decent amount of damage as they're chasing after him. As over on the back end, though, they do end up losing Fishman. And Miposhka, again, he's like a little bit like a tank.
The untouchable. Sure. They can't hit him.
That untouchable is a real deal. Right, Mira looking for the opening. Will be able to land over onto the Pudge. Another buyback coming out from Fisher. Stormstormer is just taking too much damage.
Oh no!
My word, Miposhka
solo killed Stormstormer. He hurricane piped him and killed him.
Enchantress 5. They could not handle it. As Pure now with that Spike Carapace from Mira is causing problems to Miposhka. He's just taken over, it feels like. This guy's dishing out all the impetus. Can they find Kataomi here? No, Kataomi will be able to teleport out. Pure popping the BKB gets the boar, but not going to be able to get anything beyond that. Oh man, Fishman, I believe he bought back during that fight, the dive bomb.
That was a case of just Entity getting greedy though and trying to get more. They wanted more.
They're teleporting in. Immediately, though, they spot him out. They see Stormstormer. They get the roar. He's just absolutely dead. Buys back immediately. The chase is on over after Toby. Toronto Tokyo rolling around. Pure, though, over on the back end. Does manage to get his hands on Collapse, but that Spike Carapace doing damage. Again, just canceling out the Dismember. They'll get the kill on Pure. Gonna have the Pudge up in about 16 seconds, but it's still be a little bit difficult. They'll open up with a EMP Tornado, but just immediately shrug it off. Entity, though, they get jumped on by Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah, he's creating
Just
space.
pushing them away, absolutely, as they can hit these buildings. They do manage to take another tower. They have all 5 up as, oh, Pure goes in for the hook, manages to go and grab Maposhka. That Lotus Orb coming into play, though, will bounce back over onto Kataomi. They do end up losing Maposhka. Now Mira trying to climb away. They have the vision. They had the Infest Bomb. Yatoro popping out. They've already lost Mira. They'll turn their attention to Kataomi, get a couple of these clicks off. They're silenced, the drag back again from Pure. The nukes are there. The Lotus, all right, they'll be able to take him down the first time. Gem down on the deck, but he's gonna pop.
Is super important for Entity. They cannot ignore Ench. Too many games we've seen where Enchantress just, oh no, Stormstormer in the game gets caught.
Yeah, oh dear, yep, he is very dead.
Yeah, the gem.
That was a treasure chest for sure, yeah. Collapse, more than happy to pick these up.
Almost 30,000 gold lead right now. Nyx going in.
Gonna make the jump onto Pure immediately. Good force step forward though. Gotta keep him alive. The Rolling Thunder though coming up from Toronto Tokyo, and that's gonna be the BKB popped over on Pure. Throw the Lotus Orb out over onto Toronto Tokyo. Doesn't want to fully hard commit because in the bottom lane, Yatoro is already putting some pressure down. We'll get the Lotus Orb put on himself to bounce back any of these stuns, potentially. The jump forward, though, from Toronto Tokyo just absolutely blows up Fishman, even though he went for the hook to try to save him. Tension placed over onto the tower.
Nice play by Mira, blinking forward, dropping those Warden sentries behind the tower, and then just sitting around to stun whenever someone comes to deward them.
Oh, the jump over onto Kataomi. Casual hook from Pure, hoping, you know, maybe I'll catch something. All these birds, though, they're taking a lot of damage. Nice get Roar over onto Toby, trying to force staff him away, but Toronto Tokyo closing the gap with some help from his friends. They'll be able to get Mega Creeps, should they want them. The buyback now coming out from Toby. But that is the Mega Creeps. They do manage to grab a Poshka, so they'll be able to get themselves a consolation prize, but the rest of the side of Spirit on their way out. Pure, they're considering going back in. The Rolling Thunder plus the Lifestealer Bomb jumping over onto Toby. The pop out immediately. It doesn't matter. They have so much right-click damage. They're just ripping them apart. It's a triple kill now for Yatoro. They call GG. Team Spirit just running away with this game with a 37k lead. And they'll pad the stats. They'll get one more kill.
Yeah, like you said, they were just way too far ahead in goal.
Okay, we'll put a pin in that. But I feel like, you know, it seems pretty strong. It's farming.
Just stunning the illusions, focusing them down. They really have their approach to this lane. Just always focus the illusions ASAP.
Definitely feels bad if you're Nagas. Let's get stomped over here. A little bit of that slow. From Void, the Sunstrike coming in hot, and that's our first blood going over to Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that he's just losing so much HP.
I mean, that is the issue when you do that, but Stormstormer, oh, he gets tossed right back here by Mira with the Dispose, so be able to grab the Invis rune and secure the kill. Middle lane though, Kataomi will soak some of this experience since they don't have their mid player up on online right now. Oh, Mira.
He's Invis. Mars coming over. They want to try and kill him.
Nothing like the poop emoji saying, hey, look at this guy over here. This is not looking good for Fishman. He's most likely going to fall.
Goes down.
Well, look at this. Oh. Ooh, 40 hit points on this Naga Siren.
Yeah, has to
Pierre's
be
got to
careful.
teleport out. He can't stay here.
Yeah,
The value of this Enchantress.
yeah, she did so much work in last game, and now again, the chasing in on Jakiro.
Well, I see Fishman here. Push away, and that's a kill. Sunstrike on Toby, just a little bit off the mark, though. Not going to be able to quite find it. As there is the chase in the bottom, as Stormstormer does clean up Maposhka finally.
Into the game, I would say now, but overall, the start for all the cores on Team Spirit is just simply better, and they're trying to make a move mid.
Here, of course, with the double damage. Spots out Fishman. Get the dispose. Kataomi, though, jumping in. They might be able to turn this around. Yeah, they'll be able to get the kill on Mira. They will end up losing Fishman.
Miposhka has no fear, just walking in on his Enchantress. He was spotted by a ward.
Now he is spotted by much of the team, so Stormhammer, even the TP coming out from Fishman.
On Spirits, they are sort of ignoring, a bit ahead in the sand now about Broodmother, so their emphasis is not on shutting down her.
Followed with Sunstrike. Mira taking so much damage from the Strike. We'll toss back over onto Kataomi and they will be able to get the kill.
That Time Walk feeling pretty safe. And meanwhile, Entity are making a move top. Mars Collapse is feeling it though. He sees nobody on the map right now.
He's already put his points down, so... is not
Yeah,
going to
no
have that
ulti.
arena. Yeah, there's a lot of lockdown coming out from the side of Entity, so that's very dead collapse. But we'll use the fortification.
It is curious that he decided to go for this like 4-3-0-0 build on Mars. I feel like Mars ulti is low enough cooldown and not that costly. You can definitely use it.
Pose. Follow up with the Unleash. These punches do a decent amount, but do have to be careful. Stormhammer does connect, but Mira's far enough away. Still end up getting the kill on Fishman.
Greed double Midas play from Spirit. Of course, when you run Invoker and Faceless Void, I think it's pretty normal to do the double Midas.
Not playing. They do have the arena now. Not going to be able to quite land that spear, though, as Toby. They can just crawl away. We'll walk into Toronto, Tokyo, and they do have the Vision Mirror. Jump forward. And Toby is looking like he is very squashed.
Being reliant on trying to get Leshrac back into the game, so try to create stacks whenever you can. They have stacked up the Ancients at least. Leshrac can farm Ancients. It's not, you know, super fast like some other heroes.
And the jump
Arena.
over onto Pure. Follow up with the Sunstrike. There's just too much damage. That knock.
Kobold form and creep so fast.
I love this creep. A little bit of a tornado being used over on Toby. The follow-up, Mira's here. Be able to work back over onto Toby. Bringing over the spider babies, but there's a deafening blast. Going to be able to disarm. Just need like 1 or 2 more clicks, and the spear will be. Doesn't have hardly anything, but she's so effective. This hero is busted.
Yeah, she will probably get some post-TI nerfs, I suspect, but we get to enjoy her in her finest form here.
Smoke does end up getting popped across Tokyo, and Mira standing nearby. Throw down a meteor. Collapse and
Oh
nice
my
blink
God.
forward. Gets 2 into the arena. The hop down. They should be able to finish off Toby here too, but Mira is going to tick down, plus those spiders chomping all over. Oh, but the little seeds. The seeds of Serenity. And the sidekick being able to stay alive a bit more. There's another spear over onto Fishman. He has been left behind. He's hoping he can get denied, but no, yeah,
Get some of that. The spiders can stay alive. Oh, the travel in top.
They are. They'll be able to find themselves 3 heroes. They immediate jump over onto Stormer. He's obliterated. An ice path comes out from Fishman. Just slow them down a little bit. Collapse. I don't know if they're going to be able to grab. Nah, they're not going to be able to go and get their hands on the
Areas that are dangerous, and in general, let their cores play in safe areas in a really good way.
Get themselves a Naga Steel using the Enchantress. You can see them. They know. They can see where Pure is. They're going to go for the invasion. Take away the creeps. Not allow Pure to hit them. Collapse with that blink. Looks for the opening. Finds Stormer. The BKB comes up for Yatoro, and they'll go and use that Chronosphere. Not being able to do quite enough damage just yet over here to Stormstormer. They were hoping it'd be a quick pick, but there's song gets used now as the rest of Team Spirit on the back foot. Poshka is going to get netted. It looks like he's going to end up possibly getting left behind. Wants to see if he can get the denial, but no, they'll still find it. The Stormhammer, oh, Collapse landing right next to Mira. This is looking a little scary now. Yatoro trying to slow them down. Nice spear away from Collapse. Will clean up some of these spider babies, but at the end of the day, he is spider baby food. And now
Kataomi is catching
Mira
more.
left behind. There's just too many heroes. That is
Over there. They're looking for any fight they can take right now, since they have the Aegis advantage. Leshrac is very, very strong as well during this time. Again, Miposhka with the smoke reveal.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was about to say. The positioning of the support so on point. It gives the cores enough time to be able to just hide.
I think it's decent then, at least.
Yeah, I've seen him going for the second item radiance. I haven't seen the first item radiance though very often. But yeah. Oh gosh.
Storm on
Okay.
that
All right.
board.
There's the opening. They find Stormer. Follow up with a Cataclysm, and he is just gonna blow up as now Mira on the run. Would love to get their hands over onto Kataomi, but just a little bit too fast. Look at how fast Toronto Tokyo immediately TP'd to the bottom lane. All this happened. They got the pick off, and then he headed bottom to try to push things out, and he finds himself Pure. Does Pure find him is the question, as they'll throw on the beef doll over at Fishman. They'll play a nice clean-up, but they do
We've
pop
seen more and more picked up lately for a lot of different teams in different drafts even.
Oh yeah. Very, very popular pickup as you see Yatro. He'll put up with a silence and a net collapse waiting nearby. Trying to be patient. Pops the BKB. Yatro still alive and kicking the turn over onto Kataomi plus the Cataclysm. Will do plenty of damage, but Yatro, he's not looking too healthy. Does pop his own BKB to try to survive Toronto Tokyo though. Over on the side, dropping the Tornado EMP plus Meatball over onto Toby. Insatiable hunger, but he just can't munch on anything as they give the clicks down. The song is going to get used by Pure. It looks like they're going to try to run. Look at that long-range impetus tossed out.
Yeah, these team fights are not going the way that most of Entity looking pretty active right now. They want to keep fighting around this Naga.
Mira, silenced, will become spider food.
Yeah, he jumped into...
Roche going to be up in about 36 seconds. You can see that Entity definitely want this this Aegis.
Yep.
Spirit though,
They can use their spiders. Scout a little
very
bit.
patient. Vision on Toby. Look at how fast Poposhka pops the sprites, just like no. Worried that they're just gonna get the jump in. They have a lot of vision, they've got a lot of information.
He has the gem as well on Miposhka, so he has reason to want to stay alive. Has the quiver on Ench. Very nice item for harassing from far away here. Illusions are shoving back most of Team Spirits. They're trying to move in, but of course the illusions reveal all of them.
They have a hill troll creep right now. Okay, they're gonna go for a little bit of initiation
Oh,
from Toronto Tokyo, just poking. Yatoro though, stuck here on the cliff for the moment. There's the rebound off from Mira. Jumping, and there it is. There's the Chronosphere, but the song coming into play. Still managing to get that Cataclysm off, because it wasn't quite over there fast enough. Looks like Mira, though, is going to take a lot of damage. She'll follow up now. Pure stuck in this arena. It's just getting clicked down. It's just so much damage again as they'll chase after Fishman. These impetus going long range. Buyback coming out from Naga Stormer. Trying to stay alive. Doesn't have that BKB any longer. Yasuo still having it. He's getting a couple nice bashes, and these impetus, again, just dishing out damage. Turned back around with the Tornado. The buyback from Stormer. Look at Kataomi. Toby just getting clicked down as they're gonna try to teleport back, and Pure is here, Stormstormer is here. Poposhka looking a little bit scared, but yeah, here we go. Collapse left behind, does have the net on him. It's not looking too great, but on the back lines they find themselves Stormstormer. It's a triple kill now for Yatoro, and now this is looking very scary for Pure because he's got to go toe to toe, but Toby is doing the damage. They'll still manage to get the kill. Now Toby, RC, oh my god, they can't kill Yatoro. He is just too survivable.
I think they call it on that.
They call GG.
Yeah, that was... Naga got caught out a little bit too deep. She was using the song there to try and let her team kill off the Marcy while she held the rest. But at the end of the song, he just gets immediately a...
Thank you for watching our video. If you have any thoughts and ideas, please leave comments below. We are grateful for your support. Thank you.